There is a powerful statement that many people say today: Christians are not Christian. At first, it sounds strange. But when we look closely at our world, our churches, our families, and even our own hearts, we understand what this statement really means. Today, I want to reflect on this deeply, not to judge, not to point fingers, but to examine our lives honestly and return to the true meaning of following Christ. Many people call themselves Christian simply because they were born into a Christian family, attend church occasionally, or know a few Bible verses. But being a Christian is not about having a Christian name, belonging to a church, or showing up on Sunday. Being a Christian means living the teachings of Jesus every day, loving others, forgiving enemies, walking humbly, and placing God first. The sad truth is that sometimes we carry the name Christian without carrying the life of Christ in our actions. Jesus taught compassion, but many times we show judgment. Jesus preached forgiveness, but we hold grudges. Jesus reached out to the poor, the lonely, and the broken, while we often ignore those who need us most. Jesus loved unconditionally, but our love becomes selective, selfish, and full of conditions. When our lifestyle goes against the teachings of Christ, people start saying, Christians are not Christian, and they are not wrong. Today, many Christians pray loudly, but live quietly when it comes to doing good. We post Bible verses on social media, but fail to live them in our homes. We talk about holiness, but continue with hatred, gossip, jealousy, and division. The Bible clearly says, faith without works is dead. If our faith is only in words and not in actions, we become Christians from the outside, but not from the heart. One of the biggest reasons people say Christians are not Christian is our lack of unity. Churches fight. Christians criticize each other. Denominations look down on one another, and believers argue over small things. But Jesus prayed for unity, saying that the world will believe in him only when his followers are one. When people see Christians fighting Christians, they lose hope. The world does not judge Christianity based on Jesus. They judge it based on us. At the center of Christianity is love. Jesus said, "By your love, people will know you are my disciples." Yet today, we see more competition than compassion, more jealousy than joy for others, more anger than understanding. Without love, we might be active in church, but we are far from Christ. Without love, we may look religious, but we do not resemble Jesus. The world sees this, and they say, Christians are not Christian. But there is hope. Christianity has never been about perfection. It has always been about transformation. We are not expected to be perfect, but we are expected to grow. To become Christian again in the true sense, we need to return to the heart of Christ. That means loving more, forgiving quickly, giving generously, living honestly, and praying sincerely. Christianity is not just a religion, it is a relationship. A relationship that reflects Jesus in the way we speak, act, and live. Before we criticize others, we must examine ourselves. Am I living like a Christian? Do people see Christ in me? Do my actions match my prayers? Do I carry peace, kindness, and humility? If not, then the message, Christians are not Christian, begins with me. This reflection is not to discourage us, but to purify our faith. Every great revival begins with self-examination. Christianity becomes powerful when lived daily. Not only in church, but in our homes, our workplaces, our schools, and even in the smallest decisions. When we speak kindly, help someone who is hurting, avoid gossip, forgive someone who wronged us, or stand for truth. These simple actions show the world what it really means to be Christian. People believe in Christianity when they see Christ in Christians. Jesus called us the light of the world, but light is useless if it is hidden. Today's world is full of darkness, hatred, violence, depression, selfishness, and fear. This is the moment for real Christians to shine, not by preaching loudly, but by living quietly with integrity, compassion, and courage. When we become light, people will no longer say, "Christians are not Christian." Instead, they will say, "Here is Christ in action." So today I want to challenge each one of us. Let us not just be Christians by name. Let us be Christians by life. Let our actions reflect Christ. Let our words carry love. Let our hearts be humble. Let our faith be alive. Because the world does not need more Christians. It needs more Christ-like people. And when we live like Jesus, the world will finally understand what Christianity truly means.